Hello and welcome to Teraton's Nexus of Information. If you have not seen our previous videos about the Garden of Analysis, please feel free to click on the links listed on your screen right now. In our previous video, we explored the tabs of the Garden of Analysis. From the Aggregate tab to the Join tab, we gained a clearer understanding of their function within the Garden of Analysis. Now it's time to focus on the last remaining tabs: Charts and Graphs, Dynamic Graphs, and the Dashboard tab. So I've already opened up our Nexus and pre-selected our queries for us and have gotten several result sets from multiple systems. So we're just going to click on the Garden of Analysis tab right here, and we're back in the garden. Let's click on the Teradata result set and set it as the active result set. Want to see an interesting addition? Hover your mouse over the column name, and you'll see a graph of the data pop up. Interesting stuff, huh? Well, that isn't the only graph-related feature within the Garden of Analysis. Let's move up to the Charts and Graph tab and select it. Now in a few easy steps, we're going to graph and chart an answer set 35 different ways. First, let's choose a column you want in the y-axis here, daily sales. Let's choose an x-axis, that's going to be sales date. We're going to then sort by product ID and sales date, partition by product ID, and then choose a chart type. Let's choose all types. We're going to set the visual type as flat, and now we're ready to create. Our graphs will be then sent to the dashboard to examine. In the Dashboard tab, we can set the display. We can set it to slideshow, which will display graphs one at a time every few seconds. We can hit the pause button to stop and examine any particular slide. Scroll allows you to scroll through the graphs and charts across the screen from right to left. You can use the slider at the top to slow down the scroll. Compare allows you to compare two different graphs. The drop-down menus are there so you can pick the two charts you want to compare. Thumbnail shows all the graphs and charts in your dashboard. This gives you a broad view that allows you to double-click on the thumbnail and see it in actual size. You can also use the menu at the top to send selected graphs to the Garden tabs, compare the selected graphs, or delete selected graphs. Now the last tab that we're going to speak about is the Dynamic Graphs tab. When you have selected the active results set like we did earlier, click on the Dynamic Graph tab and then click on the Load Visualization button. The Dynamic Graph tab allows you to drop and drag columns from the Attributes and Measures area. As you drop and drag the desired attribute in Measures, the charts will dynamically change. So let's play around with it a bit. Let's first put the columns as sales date and the rows as daily sales. Then we can select the sales date for color, which will now turn each day into a new color. If we add something to level of detail, it'll provide information when we hover over it. Let's do product ID as well. We can also filter what we see in the graph by putting something in the filter area. Oh, let's not see the last day of the sales date. Putting a measure in the data shows actual information on the graph. And if we choose to put anything in page, we can see each segment of the graph one page at a time, but let's not do that this time. And if you want to save the slide, just go up here and click on the Save button. Really, there are many things you can play around with inside the Dynamic tab to make the graphs everything you want it to be. That's pretty amazing. And there you have it, the Garden of Analysis. With the power of your PC, you're able to take the strain off your system and take control of your analytics. This now concludes our exploration of the Garden of Analysis. Please keep an eye out for more amazing videos concerning the numerous features of the Nexus by Coffing Data Warehousing.